you can take us through those 2 goals there?
Sure. Trying to think of the first one here. Power play. I thought we did a good job of getting the pucks back, and Mace did a good job of getting shots all night on the power play. And I was fortunate that it kind of came to me and just put them in and got with the 5-0.
Feeling better about your game, obviously? It seems like you've picked it up the last few games.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when the team does well, I feel like it's good for individuals, and we've been playing well, we've been winning, so anytime that happens, I feel like as an individual, you feel good about yourself too. So.
Is there any more pressure on you this year, given your contract situation and everything surrounding that?
I like to say no. I mean, you never know. Maybe a little bit internally, but I feel like every year I've been in the NHL, I've been kind of fighting just to stay in it and kind of get another contract. I don't know if that's just in my head, but that's how it feels. You can see guys get replaced easily in the NHL, and so I feel like every year is kind of like that. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a little bit, but nothing crazy, nothing I haven't been doing in the past. So
It's probably a good thing, though, right? I mean, it keeps you hungry, keeps you on edge a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a difference, I feel like, from being comfortable and being on edge, and they do a good job of that, of having that in the middle thing. So no, it's good.
Freddie, what do you like about playing with Charlie and Cassidy?
I mean, they're both good guys. They're never always telling me they're open or anything like that. So they're confident guys, and they're easy to play with. They're straight line players. C's, I feel like, finds me a lot. Cassie's the same way. I thought we've made a good amount of plays out there, and we've done that the last so many games. And I feel like Sacks kind of believes in us as a good defensive line, so that's nice to have that feeling as well.
It's going to be our first, real long one, Western one of the year. So, we'll get out there, we'll enjoy each other's company on the road, and sometimes these trips are a good opportunity for us to, have some experiences. I know we got a couple days in Calgary, like they're thinking of going to Banff, or something like that. So sometimes it's, it's nice on the road and go get to see some stuff, but, we'll come closer together, on this trip.
You had some back and forth with Mitchkov tonight. Was there something that he was doing to kind of get under your skin?
I didn't like that in the second. I'm like, I don't want to be like yelling at clouds. No. When he pushed off me, he took a stick and it was almost like a spear to give himself separation from me, and I didn't really like that. And I was seeing red a little bit, and I don't. After that, it is what it is. And then in the third, I think it was just that's clean hockey, but it was physical. The game got physical after that. There was emotion that was involved now, between him and between a lot of guys, and that's just hockey. That's the name of the game. So it was good. It was hard, and to see us come out on top was really nice.
Pretty big emotional swing to see Swayman make that save on the breakaway and have to come back.
It's huge. That's huge. That's a massive save. That's that, and then coupled with a special play right after that, that gets us 2 points. That was awesome. That was a massive save.
Does it feel weird at the overtime when it starts 4-4 like that because it's not a situation?
That was one of the first times that I've played 4-on-4, like in the overtime. It's usually always been 3-on-3, so that was a little different to start. And then you just one whistle and you just throw it back to 3-on-3. So, it's fine.
Charlie, does it feel like this team is kind of growing back into the identity of a physical team that can wear teams down now?
Yeah, I mean, we always knew what we had in here. It was, what our style needed to be. That was a big part of it. Being a physical team, being a bigger team that, wants to play fast and wants to, use our size. And, there were pockets where we weren't doing that. We were trying to figure out kind of what we were. I think we know what we are now, and we've been playing, to our standard, to a better standard. And, what's exciting for us is that we're starting to see results. We're starting to play better, and we know we can still really get better in every aspect. So, the sky's the limit for this group.
Getting used to these overtime winners?
No, I think I'm happy that, it went and Pasta made a great play again, like in the last game, and, won the battle and found me backdoor. So it was a good play where I'm happy that we're able to, make the overtime. Marshy scored a great goal there to tie it up. So, we're happy to win these games.
3-on-3, it's usually kind of like pond hockey almost, but that goal was kind of a grinding goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a long battle in the corner, and I think that's something when you win those battles, you can be one guy. That's what usually scores. And when Fast has the puck on the stick, I was trying to just get open, and it was a great play. But the battle was very important, and came there, helped me with the puck, and then he made a great play.
What do you think you guys did to be able to come back in that third period? You guys didn't really have a whole lot going offensively the first two periods, it seemed.
Yeah, I think just the message here was it's our last period in a long time here at home, and we just have to give the fans good period and come back. We've done that in the past, and I think we just started to be more direct and shooting pucks, and I think that kind of paid off. That scoring 2 goals in third, it was good for us.
David, obviously he isn't scoring the goals like he has in past years, but what have you seen about his determination, especially late in games lately?
Austin?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wants to make a difference out there, especially, crunch time, and another big play in overtime with him and Pav. I think the last game it was 2 of those same 2 guys that connected on the overtime winner before. So, yeah, there's determination, there's a will there to try to put the game away. Overtime, 3-on-3. It started out 4-on-4, but 3-on-3, anything can happen in those 3-on-3 situations. We get a big save from Sway, obviously going down, I guess, a 2-on-1, or breakaway, I should say. He makes a great save for us, and then we come down the other end and we're able to finish off our opportunity.
I don't know what kind of angle you had, but Zacha winning that one-on-one battle in the corner, just what does that say about his?
Yeah, I had a tough angle to see that. I saw the final result. I had a tough angle seeing that. But again, the game ultimately comes down to winning your share of battles, one-on-one battles, if you want to call them that. You're not going to win them all because there's another team playing out there too, but you got to win your share, and good on him for winning that one there, and we get the OT winner.
Did you guys feel like you deserved a better outcome in the first period? I mean, it was just a power play goal against and 1 turnover that they were very opportunistic with. Other than that, it just seemed like you guys, it was your period. It didn't come out of a good spot.
Yeah, the period for us was more 5-on-4. We had some opportunities. I think we had 4 or 5 pretty good chances on the power play that we didn't cash in on. They cashed in on one of theirs, and they scored, obviously, a 5-on-5 goal. So we didn't generate a lot 5-on-5 in the first. Mostly came from our power play. And then we had a couple of breakdowns on the goals that, well, not the power play goal, but more so the 5-on-5 in the back door. Typically, we're going to do a better job of covering that. So, yeah, we could have had a couple, though, to answer your question. I think we could have had a few.
With all the success you've had of late, now going out on the road, just what do you think of the timing of this long road trip coming up, and just good time with it?
Yeah, it probably is. We talked tonight about trying to get this win before we left on the road. This was an important game for us. And we're going to have a good test going out west facing those teams. They're all solid hockey teams, but it's a good time for us with the way we're playing, I think, right now. And we're going to get tested to see how our game is on the road. And I think that's a true sign of the identity of your team is how you play on the road. So we'll get a good feel out there, for sure.
What caught your eye about Frederic's game today?
I just thought he started to move his feet better as the game went on, and he was direct, and he was attacking the net. I just noticed him around the net front quite a bit, and that's a good sign for Freddie. And again, that line is effective. They do their job. They go out. They play hard. They're tenacious on the puck. And so Freddie was a example of that. That was a good example for him tonight. How he has to play to be successful.
Second power play unit cashed in again. What's been working so well for them?
Simplicity. They just try to get it to the net. I mean, when there's plays, they'll make them, but simplicity is the key for them. They got a big body and 55 at the net front. Try to get some pucks in there, converge on rebounds, and hopefully find one that's a loose puck. And for the most part, they've been doing that.
It's sort of funny stat, but the last few games they've been kind of lopsided in your favor. How much are you wearing teams down, do you feel now?
I think we're getting the message. We're getting there. It's still something that we want to try to keep building upon. It makes a difference. When you have to defend in this league, I don't care how well your team defends. Eventually, you will wear down over time, and there'll be some breakdowns. There'll be some cracks, and so we're trying to play behind more. We want our guys to make plays if the opportunity's there. Off the rush, if you have space in the neutral zone, we're not telling people not to make plays, but it's a tough lead to get through the neutral zone sometimes. And the more that we can stay committed to playing behind, getting on the forecheck, and then from there, like you said, wearing teams down. Hopefully, they break down, and we're able to cash in on some opportunities.
What does it say that you've been able to get a couple wins now where there may have been stretches during the game where you didn't really have your best?
Well, it just shows the sign of a team that sticks with it. Right? You're not going to have your best during the course of 60 minutes. There's going to be times in the games where there's ups and downs and ebbs and flows. So you just have to stick with your process, stick with the game plan, and believe in it. And you know, it was a good sign tonight again for us. You know, we've had some issues in the third period at home, but it was a great sign tonight how we battled back in that third period. Great sign for our team.
You guys didn't come back from some of those early in the season. Do you feel like you guys are starting to expect that they can and feel confident that they will, given that it's been more common lately?
Well, they should expect that. They should, and I think that's you get on the right side of that feeling, and then you just stay with it. I think this league, like I just said, if you play the right way, if you stay determined and stay focused, you can come back in this league. There's a lot of teams that have a hard time holding on to leagues. It's not easy. It's happened to us before. So, but I do believe our guys are starting to feel that if they get on the right side of it, they have the ability to get back.
The line changes in the third, just a gut feeling?
Yeah, we just thought we needed to go back and shake it up again. There wasn't a lot happening for the top two lines for the most part, so just decided to go back to the way it was the game before the start of Chicago.